G'day and welcome back after the break. Today we're fishing with Bart and we're still on the Mataura River in the upper reaches of the Mataura. Flows for about 250 kilometres, so we're in the top 25-30 kilometres of it. We're just waiting for this fog to clear and the sun to come up, and it'll punch through onto the water and it's going to be a lot easier to spot fish. So what we've got today, we've got 2 rods still in the 6 weights. I'm using the air on quite a long leader with 2 nymphs and an indicator, and that's going to make it a lot easier to get into deeper water, or if there's a little bit of flow we can get those 2 heavy tungsten nymphs down. And on Bart's setup we've got like a blowfly pattern which has worked so well so far. We've got about 3 foot to a little tungsten nymph as well. So if we've got a fish that's quite in shallowish water, we'll give him the 2 options, and it won't get too deep and get snagged on the rocks and things like that. So it just pays, rather than changing setups all the time, you just change rods and you target these fish. So with a bit of luck, Bart, we can catch a couple of fish and show you what the Mataura's really like.
Let's get into it.
Good. It's quite good now to see him with that sun that's sort of penetrating the water. A lot of the fish won't hold if it's sort of moving too fast. There's not enough cover, whereas you're coming up now to a deeper section and there's a few rocks in there, so the fish can hold behind that as well, and it just gives them a bit of protection and don't have to work as hard into the current either. So it just pays to have a good look a little bit closer to the deeper sections of water. We're just walking up the river and there's a nice little run, as you can see in the background there, and we spotted a nice dark shape, and that's what we're looking for, something that stands out a little bit and looks a little different. So it's a nice fish, and Bart's going to get him first cast.
Okay. Let's go. I just want to get that out there.
Yep. Again with the double nymph, a bit of flow there, and he's a good couple of feet down holding the bottom, so the nymph's drifting over him now. Good.
Same spot?
Yep, yep. That's good, that's the, yeah.
Bart's indicator can be seen at the right-hand side of the screen. The white smudge to the left is the fish opening its mouth to intercept the nymph.
Beautiful, beautiful, well done. And Bart, he's just persisted there. And what's that line? Yep, you're good. And he liked that nymph. Zip flame on the reel, mate. That's a boy. Got a bit of work to do downstream. So we've just got a bit of power. Once they get into that current, just pushing you downstream. And you've just got to go with him. You can't, I mean, he'll be a good 3 to 4 pound fish, and you've just got to go with him. And you want to ideally try and get below him. Right, that's it. That's good. So if his head will pop up, then we can scoop him in there. And there you go. We've had a couple of goes with a couple of fish here, and spotted this one just on that high bank. And Bart has come good with the goods, mate. Well done.
Okay.
It's always good to get the first one on the belt on a great day like this on the Mataura. And I'll give you a look at him in a sec, but he's come, we've got that dropper that we spoke about underneath the blowy, and he's a nice small fly, and he's thought that was pretty good. So well done, mate, well done.
Well done. Thanks.
It's a beauty, nice little brown. I'm just on 4 pounds, so it's good. Well done, mate, well done, well done.
Good way to start the day.
It is, it is. Just pop him back in the water now, and yeah, he'll be right to go pretty quick. Even just pop him in the water, even just here, we should be right. He's right to go already. So that's good. It's a good start. Just get that monkey off the back with that that first fish, and then we're right to go. So we'll find another one and show you one even a bit bigger with a bit of luck. There we go, we've been casting a few of these in some of the clear water, and I just found a little bit of cloudy water here, and sure enough that can sometimes hide your tippet or your leader or even your cast if a little bit of dirty water. And there was one just mooching about just up in here, and plonk it out, a little bit of a tweak. Sometimes if you can put a little bit of action into the fly, they can come up and get it. And we've gone down to like a size 18, so it's a terrific, he's quite a good fish. He's a big old bugger, but yeah, still a good fish to get in a backwater like this, because they are certainly hard. The net, he's seen better days, but still a great fish. Have a nice big head on him. If I can get him into the net without falling in. Beautiful. A lovely fish, lovely big head. On that he would have been a thumper in his day. He's getting a little bit old, but we'll get him back in the water